Wow, guys, there is a ton of new units in this update, so it's time for us to do the updated tier list in All-Star Tower Defense. Let's get it poppin', man. All right, this list is gonna be a little bit more brief, and there's not gonna be as much like dedicated showcases in it, so I'll get it done quickly for y'all because we got 20 units, and I don't want this video to be an hour long. So let's get right into it. So first up, we have, let's see here, let's go over to the list and let's get it. So first up, we have a few units that got buffed that I want to briefly address / nerfed. Gilgamesh did get a slight nerf, so keep that in mind, guys, when bringing him on your team. Also, Vegito got buffed, Baby Vegu got buffed, Akaza got rebalanced or nerfed, so keep that in mind, guys. I will adjust that later once I figure out the exact nerfs, etc. All right, here we go. So first up, we got Kokyul, Super God Kokyul. This guy is actually wild. This guy does 550 million damage. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, he's up here now. Like, this guy's actually busted. If you watch my showcase on him, 550 million damage is crazy. Now, Broly is really good as well. Same with Gohan. So they really got a really nice buff popping off there. All right, next up we got Genos. Now, Genos is a very decent burn unit. He has solid damage. However, he's only good enough in my book for A tier. He's not good enough to break into the S tier, etc. Because let's just say his damage isn't all that. It is good, it's just not all that. All right, also Rengoku got a very nice buff as well. So Rengoku is now basically just as good as Yamamoto, just slightly worse than Yamamoto, and he's the best obtainable burn unit right now. So keep that in mind. So there you go, we'll move those back up to the S tier. Also, I will say the Path's buff definitely brings them up as well. So I definitely recommend the Path after his buff. Obito, though, drops out of the meta to A tier. The new replacement for Obito is, of course, guys, the new Madara 7-star, which requires Obito to evolve. So he's going to be up there as well. I'd say he's probably one of the best, if not the best, up there. Very, very good. Next up, we got Madara 6-star. This guy is actually half decent. I'm going to put him in the I'm going to put him in the B tier. He's actually half decent. So if you guys can't get Madara 7-star yet, the Madara 6-star is not a bad way to go. All right, next up, we got her, Eye Patch. She's actually half decent. I'm gonna give her like low A tier. She's a decent damage unit from the banner and not a bad pickup. Next up, we got Ichigo Anniversary. He's actually a Rupture unit, which is very nice. So his Rupture unit gets him up there. Also, a couple units that got buffed. Kirito got a massive buff. So Kirito is now all the way up here in S tier again. If you guys watch my Kirito video, he's doing over 1 billion damage whenever he critical hits, which is absolutely insane. So you definitely want to keep an eye on him. Next up, we got our boy Madara 5-star. Madara 5-star is half decent. I'm gonna give him B tier. He's half decent. Next up, we got Drum Island Ace. He's Black Flames, which is pretty okay. I'm gonna give him low A tier. He's not a bad unit. However, he is a Robux unit, so good luck getting him, but he's not half bad. Next up, we got Frieren. She's not that good. I think she's worse than Ace, in my opinion. I'm gonna put her in like the high B tier. She's not bad though. Next up, we got her. She sucks. I'm gonna put her in the C tier for do not get. Oh my gosh, do not get her, guys. She's not worth it. Not worth it at all. All right, next up, we got Tengen. Tengen is actually decent. He is a capsule unit if you want to obtain him. He is not half bad. I will put him in the B tier. Actually, I'll probably put him low A tier. He's actually not half bad. Next up, we got Broly, Legendary Evolution. This guy is just trash. Just I don't know why they killed him so bad, man. But this guy is not worth it at all. Next up, we got Dodonpa or whatever. This guy is he's a blessing unit. He isn't too bad though, so I'll give him B tier. He has okay damage. I'll show you his stats real quick. So if we go over here to his stats, Godpa, he's based on Champa. He's doing 11 million for 10. Not too bad, guys. That's 4 million DPS per hit, so that's not half bad. Good enough for a low A tier, B tier, in my opinion. All right, next up we got our girl Nightmare. I'm gonna show you her stats, guys, real quick on the wiki so I can explain exactly what she does. Nightmare School. Oh, I guess she's just Nightmare. All right, Nightmare. She's actually really good. Apparently, she is her ability. All enemies within range will be slowed and then time stopped. So she's basically like Gojo plus slow at the same time, which is actually busted OP and potentially makes her the new best time stop unit, because you might be able to get rid of a slow unit as well if you cycle her properly. So I'm gonna easily give her S tier support. I definitely want you guys to get her. Honestly, you're almost guaranteed to get her when you're getting MADARA. So she's basically a free unit. So definitely a good luck right there. All right, next up we got her Suzumaru. Now Suzumaru, I don't know exactly what her stats are. I haven't seen her yet, and she's kind of a rare unit. I think she's a secret unit drop from the new Demon Slayer raid. I'm gonna see if they have her in the thing real quick. Have her listed as Tamari. She's a random chance from doing the Demon Mark II raid. You guys want to get her, but this is her stats, guys. 1 million DPS, so not bad at all, guys. Easily I'd say like A tier-ish stats, so not a bad pull if you get her from the random drop. So keep an eye on her. Next up we got Zenitsu. Zenitsu is really good. Renitsu District, you can get him by evolving, and the orb does work on him. So I'm gonna show you his orb stats. 18,000 damage, guys, and stun, and 40,000 damage and stun at max level. Like, that's what we're talking about right there. That's freaking insane. He's not good for infinite mode though, but for raid mode he is really good. So he's gonna be doing like 2.5 million damage with a 4 SPA. Like really good raid mode stats. All right, so when activated, all enemies on the map will be invisibly debuffed, making all stuns last 3.5x longer than usual. This ability has a global cooldown of 3 minutes. So basically what this does is it turns stun into time stop. It is a very good ability. So technically he's S tier for raids, but I'm gonna put him in S tier support because that's a really cool ability. So definitely worth your time to get him if you can. I will personally be getting him as soon as I'm done getting some other units. All right, next up we got MADARA Old Revived. No, Legendary Leader Old. So this is the other MADARA that dropped. You get it from the other one. His stats aren't released, but I did showcase him, and I can confirm that his stats are A tier worthy. He's just a straight up damager though. He's not like Black Flames or nothing. He's basically like the old MADARA, but with the stats turned up. Next up we got Biscuit. I checked him out. He's a B tier unit, guys. He's not bad. He's another secret unit you can get, B tier. Next up we got a Bidokai. I'm about to showcase him very soon, so stay tuned for that video, but his stats are actually public now on the wiki. So here we go, guys. Bidokai stats are 1.2 million DPS at max level. Not bad at all. So he actually has very good stats, guys. Easily A tier level stats. So if you do get him, he is an A tier level unit. Not quite S tier though. All right, lastly we have the one and only Super Muge. Oh my gosh, Legendary Muge. Legendary Muge is busted OP. Legendary Muge actually has a higher DPS than pretty much every unit in the game. So I highly recommend you get this guy if you can. Leaderboard meta secret unit, so very OP. So there you go, guys. There's the tier list. Let me know what you think, and hopefully they drop the new money unit soon. Ramen guy.